Welcome to Contra Costa Confidential, the podcast that takes you behind the gates and into the hearts of the Contra Costa Country Club community. I'm JD McCormick, owner of Pan Coast Pizza, member of the Contra Costa Country Club since 2016, and a member of the board.
And I'm Brett Thomas, another Contra Costa member here since 2023. Also an entrepreneur, own a baseball facility down in San Ramon. And whether you're talking about golf mastery, sharing the lore of our historic course, or sitting down at the chef's table, we're here to give you an insider's look at the lifestyle and the legends that make this club home.
We're back. Contra Costa Confidential. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
A couple week hiatus. It's been a minute. You were sick. Then there was DVC.
There's a lot going on.
It's
we do
summer.
Have some DVC content that is hopefully coming.
Yep.
We got some content from that, but excited about today's guest, Gary Wilkerson, very prominent member here. Leads the men's club champion.
Yeah.
He was on the board for the committee for member guests, so we're going to dive in a little bit of that with him. Yep. And then men's club starting a new event. The
men's club event and DVC recap. Recap of the DVC, which I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say it was a very successful DVC. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun. There's some great stories that came out of it. And I'm going to take you along on the ride that was the horse race for the last 4 holes to decide our champion.
Love it.
Get some on-course interviews, some keen insight. And my favorite moment was the Mrs. Torres exchange that will definitely make it to the final cut. But I trust that she's a woman of her word, and I'm sure Rich benefited from making that putt.
All right, I love to hear it.
So let's get into it.
Let's dive. All right, we're back. Been a little bit of hiatus, but
and mostly because of your health issues.
I've had some.
Yeah. Has the rash gone away?
I'm getting old. I'm 40 now.
Penicillin's a wonderful drug, isn't it?
I mean,
antibiotics. They solve all your problems.
Drugs are good. Drugs are good.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a minute since we've done this.
I know.
Not gonna lie.
Feels good. I got to be honest. Vibes are pretty high right now.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the restaurant. Shit going on. We got men's club tonight coming up. We got leader of the men's club here, Gary Wilkerson.
All hail Gary.
Club champion Gary Wilkerson. We got to mention him. He's the only guy other than McKinley that's won it in the last fucking 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
The last decade, I think.
Yeah. So I want to hear about that. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, what was that match like? So I remember, if you can go back into your memory file of how long ago that was.
So it's been a battle between me and Troy for the past, I don't know, I think since I got here. I think I made the finals 3 or 4 times. And
when did you get here, by the way?
2020, I believe, was my first year here. And yeah, he's just a stud player and a really, really, really good match player. Doesn't make any mistakes. So you just feel like you got to make birdies. Otherwise you're losing ground.
Yeah.
And this past year it was a really good match. I think we were tied going in through the first 18. And then, I kind of went on a little bit of a heater and got up. My mind kind of went blank. I kept telling myself, just hit good shots and good things will happen. And I just executed, hit a lot of good shots, got a decent lead, got a cushion, because he's going to come back. So I was up 3 or 4 going into 14, I believe, on the second 18. And then I made a couple silly bogeys, but I think I bogeyed 15, 16, and then he birdied 17. So it was all square going into 18, or maybe I was 1 up going into 18. I can't remember. And then, I remember standing over the ball on the tee box on 18, just telling myself, because I don't like that tee shot as a guy who likes to hit a fade. Trying to hit a draw is borderline impossible for me sometimes.
That is by far the toughest tee shot on this golf course. From the fours especially, that is.
No, by far, but look, it's not
for a fader of the golf ball. It is.
Yeah, I cannot draw a driver, so it is just like.
So I stood over the ball, hooded the face of a 3-wood and put it down to like 100 yards out.
Okay.
So I just And then I did the same thing I did in round one. The pin was basically kind of front middle, just kind of in a bowl there, but over like just short of the hump. So you could spin the ball back, but I hit it like 30 feet past the hole. So it was like a really, really treacherous 2-putt. And I 3-putted it in the first 18 for bogey and had the exact same putt. On the final hole, had the same first putt where I'm 30 feet above the hole and got to lag it down there, and I lagged it to 5 or 6 feet and closed my eyes and swung hard on the second putt. Nice. And it went in. So yeah, it was a great match. And Troy's such a good guy and such a tough player. It was a relieving match, to say the least. It felt like a U.S. Open where it just beats you up.
Right.
Speaking of the U.S. Open, which we're watching today, it's just...
As of the recording, an amateur leading the U.S. Open right now.
Is he a 2 or 3 under?
I think he's 3 under.
Oh, good for him.
Impressive.
So tell us your story of coming here.
So I've kind of lived all over the country and been members at multiple country clubs and still a member at some other clubs across the country. And I moved here from Chicago, still a member there at my club there. And came here, and by the time I was ready to join a club here, it was the height of COVID, and a lot of places were closed and not taking tours, and Diablo was shut down due to renovation. So I just started looking online, and this one popped up, and I don't even know if I even did a preview round. I just basically said, hey, here's my money, let's go. Started playing with that Friday group. They're such a welcoming group and very inclusive, and they let me play with those guys. Got to meet a lot of people here. And I think that's the key to this country club is the people. The people just make you feel welcoming. It feels like one big family here, and it's great. And the golf course is fun. It's not a hard golf course. You can come out here and make a 5 handicapper can easily come out here and make 5 birdies in a round and be like, wow, this is great. Yeah. But then, the wind picks up out here and the greens get quick and you can shoot 80.
Really quick.
No problem.
Tables can turn really quick.
Yeah. So I think overall, it's just a really, really fun golf course is how I would describe it. And, the people here are just amazing. Everybody's your friend. Just like I said, feels like one big family out here. And one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was joining this place. So
yeah, couldn't agree more.
Love it. Gary's not super welcoming though.
Yeah.
So I remember my buddy Brian, we played against him, and Brian knows him previously. I saw that was when I met Gary playing on the member guest, and I see him every once in a while here. And I was talking to Brian, and I said, you know what? Gary's kind of fucking rude. He doesn't say shit to me. Brian's like, Gary doesn't say shit to anyone. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, don't take it personally.
But I was like, okay, yeah. Then it was actually the World Series. We were fucking chopped it up about the Dodgers World Series.
Oh yeah, man, that was wild. I mean, yeah. Anyway, Bigley. Speaking of good players, how's he doing?
He's good. Just drinking and golfing.
A little more drinking than golfing.
Living the dream.
Amazingly, he can drink and still play good golf, which is
as long as he is vertical, he can make birdies.
It's insane.
It is crazy.
It's insane. So speaking of member guests, we just got done with ours. You took a prominent role this year, in obviously on the committee. Talk a little bit about some things that you tried to add this year and how you think it all went.
Yeah, so I think overall the experience went really, really well. Other than the tee time versus shotgun, but my stance on being on these committees and what have you, and trying to help run some of these tournaments is I'm just here to try to make the client experience a little better than what it has been in the past. I want people to say, I can't wait to sign up for that next year, or, hey, I can't wait for the next men's club event because I think they're fun to play in. They create a great atmosphere. And so I'm just trying to add more value to the golfer. So for the member guest, I was like, what can we do? What vendors can we just ask, or people in the community that want to be here to help support us and try and help them run their business or help them gain clientele through us, such as Stretch Lab, who was out here on the range one day. Michael Stead Cadillac was gracious enough to have the car for the hole-in-one that one day. They did that for free. They paid the insurance. They did all that for us. Having Kevin Johnson come out pour wine for us the first night, having the lawn drink come out here and serve some drinks for us. Just little things like that where you're not paying anything extra. Those people want to be here on their dime because they want to help the experience for us, because it's a symbiotic relationship. The better we do, the better they do, and vice versa. So, but yeah, I understand. I thought the food was really good. Golf course was in phenomenal shape.
Absolutely.
Calcutta was double the money than it was in previous years. You know, we auctioned off every team this year rather than in years past where you just kind of do a silent auction and then maybe auction off a handful of teams. So that, you know, I think the Calcutta last year was maybe, I think it was like in the somewhere maybe 16,000. I think
Mid-teens.
And I think this year it was $34,000 to $35,000 in that Calcutta. So I mean, that's a pretty big jump. And
significant.
Yeah, so I think the biggest feedback negative that I'm getting is tee times versus shotgun. And I'll take, like I said, I'll take the brunt of that. I was the one on the committee who really pushed for tee times. I wanted to see that. I think it moves faster, but it only takes one or two teams in the field to play slow and then clog up the whole place. So, I mean, on paper, tee time seems better, but it's not. People want the camaraderie after your rounds to sit here and, you know, cut it up with all your friends that you don't get to see too much and their guests and what have you. So next year we'll move it back to shotgun and see how that goes.
I love the cocktail on 5. That was a solid move.
Hey, kudos to John Gunderson for just all he asked for something, and, you know, ask and you shall receive. I'll do everything in my power to make things happen for you guys. And I think that was a great idea on his part. The view there is spectacular, looking out over the East Bay. And
made the waiting time pass so much better.
Totally. You sit up there with a cocktail in your hand, you're like, all right, I don't mind waiting the 4 or 5 extra minutes.
So
here.
we didn't get to talk about this, but you know, we were all on the same flight. So we all played each other at one point or another during that flight. And Brett and I, we did the podcast as we were playing. And so there's some great like tidbits, and you can follow us hole by hole. We're going to play some of that for you guys later. But there was a moment of which the match definitely turned.
I was going to say, did it get heated in there?
No, you know, Brett and I love each other. He's such a handsome guy with his beard, rugged, here's his big nose. Like, it's just, he's a lovable character of a man. But on 13, we were talking to the spotter and just chit-chatting, and then it was our turn to go, and I totally didn't even look, and I knew my ball was in this area. I saw Titleist 1, and I hit it, and then they went over to their ball, and they said, oh, shit, JD, this one says JDMC on it. So it was at that moment of which I lost that hole.
It was at that moment he knew.
JD did not go on to win the Invitational. It was that was definitely an inflection point. But you know, hey, I was out of the hole. My partner, he battled, but then they birdied anyway. So it was a 3-net 2, and so it was hard to come back from that. Anyway,
there's so many good players. When you get 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s out here on this golf course, you better bring your A game, because somebody's going to play really well. I'll tell you what happened in the.
You got everybody's A game.
I did. I got throttled. So. You know, I'm playing my last, not the catch-up match, not the alt shot match, but the one before. And I'm playing against Steve Hall and Nick Rocha, and I make 4 birdies, and I lose 14-6.
Jesus, insane.
It was
the best part about that flight though is like you have to make birdies. Like he did not win holes with pars. Like you have to make birdies. And that's what made that so fucking
and that's
fun.
That's what we were talking about, is if you're going to beat me, I'll lose to birdie. That's fine. But I'm not going to lose to par. And there was a couple of like great shots that were in there for everybody, but I think, you know, you being club champ brings out the best of everybody. Like, okay, I want to see if I can take on Gary.
You know, I play with all you guys enough where there's no intimidation factor. You know,
what are you talking about, Willis?
Come on. I play with so many people, and you know, I don't intimidate too many people, because I like people being comfortable when they play golf, and I like people to have a good time. So.
And there's a time and a place. Club championship, if you want to get a little more intense and that, but like never gets is like we want to be drinking.
We want to have a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm not going to sit there and try and stonewall people and, have people's guests be like, oh, he's no fun to play with. You want to chat it up with everybody, keep conversations going, even when you're not playing well, because it's easy to just shut it down and be like, I'm getting my dick kicked in. I don't want to be part of this and just shut it down. But, you try to be the bigger person, try to make sure everybody's having a good time. And I enjoy seeing people play good golf, even when I'm at the losing end of it. And it seems to be, it's happened a lot lately. I guess I need to step my game up a little bit.
Yeah, it's the Yankees or Dodgers effect.
I know. I would be a great 5 here.
Yeah.
That would be a really good 5.
Yeah, maybe you don't make all those putts, right?
Exactly.
Maybe you just rim out a couple. You're like, okay, my index goes up. Oops, missed that one.
I'm going to go back to some of the things you added. Calcutta was great. I didn't really know what was going on at first because I'd never really been a part of that. And so it was.
I understand there were some distractions in the room, but
there was 2 distractions, but that's okay.
Now that I know, I'm like, this is. I'm bringing $3,000 in cash next year, and I'm gonna buy up a bunch of tools. I didn't even know that was a thing. And again, I should have read, but God damn, you give me a damn Bible before this thing.
It really, it's a lot to take in, and I think a big part of it is, and I'm not the smartest guy in the room by any means necessary, but it's. You know which teams are going to be bid, and it's just getting that party started in there, and just trying to instigate and pick and choose your battles in there, and just to get people's blood flowing a little bit and get the pot riled up a little bit. I know I'm not going to buy some of those teams, but if I'm the first one to raise my paddle to instigate the fight a little bit,
for
to
sure,
get the
or
pot
pick
stirred.
A fight with somebody.
And that's what it's all about. It's like, because I know that person wants their team, so
that's right.
I'm not going to be the last
you
one
can
with
have
my
it, but
paddle
it might cost you a little.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to do.
Rather than putting $10 on the horse race, like you get a team that you really like now with the Pompey, so you're making some real cash.
You're making some money.
Here's $300, $400 because you won the horse race bet. It's like, no, like you're getting 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 grand.
Yeah.
Now you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's like, it might take longer to auction off the field, but it benefits everybody because nobody knows who's going to win, but it's going to benefit, the teams that do win and the teams that own those teams. And that's where I'm trying to just add a little more value to these events.
I think you're doing a good job with that. Keep that up.
I'm trying so hard.
Yeah.
That was great.
We'll fight that battle with you.
I think everything you added was honestly, and I love the right? Because the little things add up. Too many times I feel like everybody's focused on the big things, but like just getting here and stretch lab, being out here, that was super cool.
Even if you don't want to use it, it's there.
I didn't use it, but I was still like, that's a great fucking ad. You know what I mean? Like the bar on 5. It's a great ad. All these little things start to add up.
They do.
And we need to do more of those than just like everybody's got the topic of change this. It's like, let's just add more and more and more, and it'll start to add up.
So let's focus on what we're doing well and do those even better, and then add on little side pieces here and there, like your hat. Your hat's pretty sexy hat. Where'd you get that from?
Nice hat. Sponsored by Velvet.
And so shout out to Fareed who gave us those hats for free. Awesome. Yeah. So. And he asked, he's like, is there something I can do for this event? And I was like, yeah, it'd be great if you want to do some hats. And he was like, sure, no problem. And he got it done in like maybe a week's time. He got them done. So kudos to him. Really appreciate him doing that for us.
Yeah.
So I wish we could do like a poll. We need like a poll and a click, and they do the tee times and the shot. That's the biggest.
Beating a dead horse.
It's just it's a great.
I think you go to an event like the DVC, you are subscribed for the day, right? You're there. Pace of play. Sure, it'd be nice if it was quick, but like there's enough going on the course. You're fine with it. The round's going to take what it's going to take either way.
I think the good example is that bar on 5, right? I think if we add more things at T-Boxes, whether it be, and I don't know. But like if it's a liquor vendor or if it's putting like they do on the horse race where they get the Blackstone out there.
Put a grill out there, yeah.
And like have like 3 or 4 of those where you feel like you're hanging out and you're having a good time. Which then again, like you said, you're on 5 and you're like, I don't give a shit. I got a cocktail.
Yeah, got a cocktail, nice view.
Yeah.
You know, talking some trash. How about two amateurs tied for the lead with the U.S. Open on day one? That's
It's just
impressive.
day one. Never know.
I mean, this whole leaderboard is going to get shaken up, but it's kind of fun to watch in real time.
Dude, how about the round Keith Mitchell had today?
Oh my God!
What do you shoot?
He shot 41 on his first 9
and then 29.
29.
29?
41, 29.
6 bogeys followed by 6 birdies.
Oh my God. Goodness gracious. That's insane.
That's hot. That's when a man goes on a heater.
That is a heater.
Well, remember, guys, another thing you had with the men's club this year is this Buddy Powell. Basically, essentially a 2-man club championship, right?
Yeah, knockout challenge.
Yeah,
Like season-long knockout match play deal.
love the bracket idea. Everybody's seated by their handicap. It's 2-man, best ball. Remind me, it's 9 holes to start.
Yeah, so it's going to be 9 holes until you get down to, I believe, the Elite 8.
Okay.
And then those matches moving forward will be 18 holes.
Okay. So we got 40 teams this year.
40 teams. So, yeah, so we have basically a 32-team bracket, but then there's an overflow. So there will be a couple play-in
games.
matches.
That's where the real magic happened.
That's it. That's the Cinderella story.
Yeah.
The dark horses out there.
This is going to be super fun. Again, love we're just getting started to grow, but like if you guys are listening, this is something we got to get this to more teams and just get a bracket put up in the thing.
Oh man.
Let the guys stick their names on.
Hell yeah.
And that's something we were really, really trying to do, is trying to get the word out on this. And I don't know what the issue is with people just not wanting to play in these things, or maybe, I don't know if the communication is poor, but that's something that we really wanted to do, was have a March Madness thing for this, and have a 64 team bracket, and have a selection show or a selection party where, the men's club, pays for the keg and all the appetizers, and we come in here and we do a selection show.
I don't care.
See, I mean, here we go. We're all here for the party and a good time. And how cool would that be to see your name get pulled and you're like, let's go. Team 4, who we playing against?
Maybe kind of heartbreak for some, but imagine if you got 80 teams and you're like, hey, we're only drawing 64 teams. So you might be one of the guys of the teams that are
we did the selection show.
We're on the bubble. We thought our resume.
Can you imagine the jump up of excitement? You get the last spot and everybody else is sitting there with the sucking their thumb
for one spot.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, kind of like alluding back to the member guests where we added those golden tickets.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So maybe next year we'll put a little caveat in there, is if you get the golden ticket, you can auction those off if you don't want to play.
Ooh, that would go for quite a bit.
That would be pretty sick.
That would go for quite a bit.
Can you imagine auctioning off the golden ticket? Like, hey, no matter what, you're in. Like that would go for some cash.
That would go for some money.
You could roll that in.
Proceeds go to the seller.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but back to the Buddy Powell. That would be great if we could do something. Maybe next year we'll try to, if we can get the field to 64 or greater and then have that selection show. I think that'd be really, really fun to sit up here on like a Thursday night and just
that would be great.
Have that room full of the guys and pull the names out of the hat.
Like envisioning you win, you get to stick, like those guys in the tournament, they get to stick their name on the next thing. Like, it'd be so great. But,
all right, Brad, why am I holding this bracket?
What's that?
Why am I holding this bracket?
So let's do a little bracket challenge here. Okay, I'm going to mediate for you guys.
Okay.
And we're going to you're going to give me these. I'm going to keep track of this. I want to see how you guys actually do.
Okay.
You guys going to fill out your bracket. We'll go through them here.
All right.
You're going to fill out your bracket, pick your winners.
What's at stake here? Does winner get a cocktail on Brett Thomas's tab, or?
No, I mean it's between you guys. So you guys figure out.
I think we get dinner on Brett's tab.
That sounds fair. He's making the rules here, so we'll spend his money.
So we'll start with the playing games. I'll try to figure out how we're going to get those ones in there after we do that, and then we'll go to the full 32 field bracket. Okay. The commentary is great. We'll try to move through this. The first play-in match is Michael Yeager and Free Harrison versus Jordan Lewis and Mike Ure.
Dude, I stopped reading after Fareed. Like, he's going to win.
All right.
Dangerous match player.
I'm with you there. Fareed's from my understanding is he was he a big time athlete in high school? Was he I think he was. I think
he's an athletic man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a big guy. So yeah, we'll go with Fareed making it through that match.
Yeager, don't sleep on Yeager either. Like, sneaky value add.
Football player. Yeah. He is an athlete.
And hopefully his nickname was the Jaeger Bomb, but I don't know.
All right, we got Dominic Sirica and David Dixon versus Jake O'Malley, Donald Stannard.
So, Dom, love the guy. Double D just dunked the ball on 8 the other day. You see that?
I saw the pictures.
That was
slam dunk
insane.
over the bunker.
Over the bunker, front pin, Double D dunks it. No hop.
That is
clips the front of the cup. So I mean, kid's coming in hot.
If it doesn't, by the way, hit that. He's in the back bunker.
Yeah, he's making 6. Yeah. He's making 6. That ball doesn't go in the hole. He's making 6.
100%.
Shout out to DD. Love you, buddy.
All right. So then they're playing Don Sanders and Jake O'Malley. I mean, and O'Malley on this course. This is an interesting matchup.
I think Jake O'Malley is the longest standing member of the club, so he's got a lot of knowledge.
He literally knows where the bodies are, and he'd probably put 2 there.
At least a couple. That'll be a great match.
I'm going for 5 over 4 on this one. I'm picking the O'Malley Stanners over Dom and Double D.
Sirica's sneaky long. I'm going to go with Dom here on this one.
Good. Let's get a little bit of that rivalry going. All right, Gary Skrell and Bill Blastic.
All right.
Versus Mitch Nagagaki and Dan Kelleher. I'm going to mispronounce his name. So
against Dan Kelleher and Mitchie. I love Gary. Gary's on the board with me, brings a lot of value, former mayor of Walnut Creek. Unfortunately, I don't think this is his arena. I think this is the biggest upset of this play-in bracket. I'm calling Mitchie and DK coming in hot and pulling off the upset.
Okay.
Mitch is a sneaky match play
Mitch
player.
is sneaky. Kelleher sneaky. I feel like there's a lot of volatility there with Mitch and Kelleher. Kind of Jekyll and Hyde there. You kind of never know what you're going to get. Haven't seen Skrell play. I feel like Bill Blastic is a fairly steady player. So I'm going to go with the steady hand of Bill Blastic there.
Oh, all right. Second deviation.
All right, last one here in the play-in. Dan O'Toole and Sasha Dansky versus Mark Cusimano and Michael Gonzalez.
Man, Kuz and Gonzo, that's a drunken match that is always on fire if they catch a heater. But like the greens at the U.S. Open, you just hit it just a little too hard, it runs off, and you're totally screwed. Like, I don't know. And Sasha, should we take you in this pool? All right, Sasha says don't take him. You and Dan, I mean, you can come plead your case on Contra Costa Confidential. All right, I'm going Kuz and Gonzo. Sorry, Sasha. That's my pick.
I've got Gonzo Cusimano.
Yeah,
okay. Another dog there. All right, so I'm going to get this figured out here. One would play 32.
All right, well, he's doing quantum mathematics. Let's go on to the next round. Kevin Higgins and John Gunderson against Charlie Campbell and Joey York.
That is a heater of a match
this
there.
Has
I'll
to
tell
be
you
like
what.
The biggest misprint of ever, because I see Charlie Campbell and Joey York at 17.
It's just a seed. That's just a seed. I think that's based on their handicaps. I don't think that's.
I'm gonna call audit cap committee on this one. There's no way Charlie and Joey's a sneaky good player. Man, I'm sorry, Gunderson. Love you, buddy, but I don't think you make it past the gauntlet of Charlie and Joey.
So yeah.
I got Charlie and Joey.
Yeah, I've got York and Campbell as well there. They're just high-level gamblers.
Yeah.
And they don't feel the pressure as much as other people.
100%.
Okay, so in that first match, Wilkerson and Gonzalez.
Well, that's TBD. Who do you think we're going to have there?
So Gary's bracket, it's going to be Mitch, Nakagaki, Kelher, and in your bracket, it's going to be Kuz and Gonzo.
Okay.
Well, for the sake of argument, I'm going to put me going through there and winning that first match.
Champion gets that nod there.
All right, so that's John McCormick and Rod Strickland.
I mean, just a rugged, handsome American, classic, stocky build, sturdy.
Michael Perino and Dave Christie.
I got stories for days about Dave Christie. Shout out, his daughter-in-law owns Residual Sugar in Walnut Creek. If you're ever looking for a good glass of wine,
it's a nice little wine bar somewhere.
Great wine bar.
I haven't been there, and I can never figure out where
it
is.
She does a great job. It's right next to Caddy's Creek, across from the Lester Center, like kitty corner. Amazing. She's got great varietals. Like, we'll talk to you about wine all the time. Plus, I'm just gonna go on the record. She's pretty darn cute. So, you know, I still go with the McCormick Aaron's combo.
These matches are so tough.
Yeah.
Wow. A good bet to have is want to know how many of these matches go extra holes. I see this one going extra holes.
Ooh, it's gonna be tight.
I've seen JD hit a golf ball. I've seen Rod hit a golf ball. Two good putters. They hit a lot of fairways. I got to go with JD on this one.
Double on Team 8 here.
All right.
Next, we got Tom McNeil and Ken Daly versus Adam Malatesta and Brian Gigliotti.
I mean,
Gigliotti.
Do you go against
this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, do you go against the DVC champion? I mean, yeah, it's McNeil. We can move on. Sorry, Adam and Brian.
Brett Thomas and Chris Herpick.
Yeah, I'm going that team.
We play Eden Yeager. That's not an easy first match.
That isn't, because
have you played much golf with Chris?
Yeah.
Good player.
He is lefty.
Solid.
I mean, I didn't know that was like a legal thing. I thought it was just always a joke, but playing left-handed.
Little sketchy putter at times.
Good striker.
Big wide hat. What's up, baby?
Good ball striker though. And Brett.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah, I got to go with Herpick and Thomas on this one.
All right, JD. You're taking the dogs here.
I'm rolling with BT.
All right, yeah.
Sorry for Reed.
All right, we got Andy Ross and Kadar versus Jason Borman and Chase Hackett.
Not sure who that is.
You know,
Kadar's tough to bet against. I don't know his handicap. Is he like an 8 or
crushes
a
a
9?
mini driver. He crushes it. His sister-in-law is really cute. Like, he's winning at life. You know, he's good.
Sounds like a winner.
I'm going Kadar.
I like it. Kadar.
You know, I'm going to remind you guys, competing against each other.
Yeah, that's fine.
The same picks. Okay. I mean, it'll obviously be down.
Yeah, sweep your own porch.
A little closer. Joe Conde and Andy Eppinger, Lyle Tripp, and Malcolm Fairbairn.
I'm going upset here. I'm going Malcolm and Lyle.
Wow. Do you believe it?
You know, I'm going to take, I'll take Ep on this one. I like Andy's game right now. He hits it really far. Good putter.
Love it. We got Matt Knopf, Matty
Ice,
and Patrick Madden versus Brad Fox and Stephen Chase.
The young guys versus the old guys. I mean, Matt and Patrick play so much golf together. And I know Brad plays with Stephen Chase a lot on the weekends, and even during the week, really early. Another one could really easily go extra holes. I'm going to go Brad Fox on this one.
It's just starting to get into those meetings, getting into the 7-10s and 8-9s.
Just roll the dice, flip a coin.
You know, we got the John Madden biopic coming out starring Nicolas Cage. So based on that, I'm going Madden.
Nice.
All right. All right. The next match is going to be Mike Topian and Troy McKenzie. And they will play.
Fill in the blank loser.
JD will play O'Malley here. Gary, you are playing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're ahead of yourself.
Cruz.
Yeah, dude.
You got Cruz, and you've got Sarika and Dixon.
What are we doing here?
Well, we got to finish the bottom bracket, yo.
We're going all the way down.
No. Who's playing in that match, that 231 match? I'm telling you who 31 is.
Oh, okay.
So 31 for Gary is Sarika and Dixon. 31 for you is Kuz and Gonzalez.
Yeah, we don't think that matters. It's going to be McKinley all the way there.
100%.
Simple enough. We got Gary
Zildjian
and Mike Branco versus
It's Mark
David
Sardi.
Evans,
Mark Sardi wins.
David Evans and Mark Sardi.
Yeah, Mark Sardi wins.
Sardi for over here.
I got Branco, the nicest guy in the club, steamrolling those guys.
I think Sardi gives him a run for his money, though.
Sardi is a bagger.
Steve Rubin and Dean Byrne versus Speaks and Dan Meek.
You know, Reardon's sneaky good. I'm going to go with Reardon on this one.
You know, I love Joey Speaks. He got me on MPCC this week. For that, I'm giving him the nod. I'm willing to
giving Jake Perks his way to get
the universe works out. You do nice things for 100%. JD and you win your match.
Okay, we got Dan Harrington and Brandon Schlenker versus Andy Schmidt and Bruce Myers.
Yeah, it's DH and B.
Yeah, DH and Schlenker are going to drink anybody under the table.
I mean, listen, I love Bruce and Schmidt, but yeah, good luck.
We got Rocha and Kramer, and they are playing. Does it matter?
Doesn't matter. We got Kramer, one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the club, and Rocha, one of the best putters in the club.
David Brown and William Brown versus Michael Putnam and John Bresnik.
I'm going Brez.
I will say, hang on. I heard some scuttlebutt that Brez might be out in the pro shop today.
He does have a hairline fracture in his wrist, but judging by this time frame where he doesn't have to have this done until July 19th, he should get the go-ahead to play.
And the man played in the DVC with it.
With a broken wrist. So it's healing properly.
He made the horse race, by the way.
He did. So
Brez is a man amongst boys.
I'm still going to go with Dave Brown on this one.
Okay.
The next one's I'm going Brez. I'm still going Brez. Next one's Lyman and Tamayo against Al and Will Stevens. Dude, yeah. Sorry, Al, but going with
you like
the core of the gentleman here.
It is Palitz and Stevens. That is a formidable team. I've seen them just steamroll people. It's tough. It is tough.
You taking a dog?
I'm taking Palitz there.
Ooh, a 27.
Ill-advised.
Gotta love it. Richard Adams and James Vanderbeek with David Garf and Brad Jensen.
Oh, this is a no-brainer. Vanderbeek plays like a +4. He beats everybody. Wins everything.
You mean his handicap isn't accurate?
Oh, I did not say that. I'm just saying he's a good player.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Don't put words in my mouth.
What you'll hear later on the podcast is we were doing on-course interviews during the horse race. And before he he was chipping and putting, I was like, so JVB, what's your story? And he goes, well, JD, I'm a cheater, so I'm going to do everything I can to win this. And I said, okay, that's fair enough. Fair. So I'm going JVB.
All right. For the good stuff here, we are down to 16, the Sweet 16, if you will. I have your matchups here. You obviously have in front of you. Top here, we've got Gary Wilson and Shane Gonzalez, which is, by the way,
that's going to be a tough one.
Shane is just like a power machine, and Gary gets his bombs away. That is
how cool of a guy is Shane, first of all?
I never played with him until the DVC, which is the value of the DVC.
Oh, honestly, same thing. I like had chats with him, but same first time playing him. Love the guy. I love the guy.
He's just cool, swagger on a million. Just a fun guy to be around.
And they are playing Charlie Campbell and Joey York.
That's a battle.
It's a toughie for me.
I kind of want to know when this match goes down so I can go watch it.
Yeah, if some of these matches do come to fruition, you just want to be like, I just want to come out and watch some of that. I just want to see that. Yeah. I've got to go. I've got to go with myself there. I just feel like it's with Shane right there, and Shane's the biggest gambler out here.
Shane and Charlie,
he feels no
go toe
pressure.
to toe with the betting.
You guys might have a lot of.
Let's go. Let's go.
I kind of don't know who to go with on this one.
It's gonna be fun.
Where's Audrey? Audrey can help me pick. I'm going to put a pin in this one for the moment.
All right, we'll go to the next one.
Okay, we've got JD and Rod Strickland versus Tom McNeil and Ken Daly.
Why do you keep saying Rod Strickland?
That's how I was calling Rod. He introduced himself. He was like, I'm Rod, as in Strickland or Stewart. And I was like, I was literally about to say, do you remember Rod Strickland? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, oh, you're Strickland.
Who's Rod Strickland?
He was a basketball player.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Was he white?
No.
Oh. It's kind of racist.
No.
Is it?
I don't know.
So JD
another great
versus,
match.
uh,
Tom McNeil.
Daly.
I'm going to bet on myself, obviously.
That's such a good match. I'll go with McNeil there. I'll take the upset.
So,
Okay.
baby. Not much of an upset. 8-9. We're getting to some good
Yeah, it's a good match.
Brett Thomas and Chris Herpick versus Andy Ross and Kadar. Wow, I hope that one goes down. That's a great day, right?
Chris and Andy, typical playing partners.
Yeah, a little rivalry there.
Stepping out on a partner. Does it create bad blood? I don't know.
Sneak in and get Chris before he could get to that. For that reason.
I see. What
I'm
you're doing
gonna
there.
roll with the BT
Home record.
Chris combo.
They call me the mistress.
The mistress.
Yeah.
A lady of the night. Who did you go with there?
I'm going with Brett and Chris.
I'll go with Kadar there.
I think
Hopefully his
Andy
foot's
Ross is a little
better.
bit of a mental midget, and like he can't compete under pressure.
You heard it here live.
You heard it first.
I'm on record. This will not be a surprise to him at all that I said this, because the man bet on the Packers having a better record than the 49ers, and on the line was around at the Brambles, which he now owes me because my Niners rolled through the regular season and had a better record than his Packers. So
There you go. All right, we got two different matchups here. So, JD, you have Lyle Tripp, Malcolm Fairbairn versus Matt Knopf and Patrick Madden.
I'm going Lyle and Malcolm.
Okay. He's taking a 28 seed to get to the Elite Eight here.
Yeah.
This
is my Gonzaga.
Gary, you've got Joe Condi and Andy Eppinger versus Brad Fox and Stephen Chase.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my guns here and go with Eppinger on that one.
Next one, another little difference. We've got Toby and McKinley versus Evans and Sardi on your side, and you've got Tobin McKinley playing Zilgit and Branco.
Sorry, Sardi. This is where your journey ends. McKinley.
Yeah, McKinley to the finish line on that match.
All right, this one we've got JD's got Spiegler and Meade versus Dan Harrington and Brandon Schlenker.
I'm gonna go with Joey Spieg.
Got Spiegs. You got 26 deep into the tournament.
I'm going Joey Spiegs.
You've got Harrington and Schlenker versus Reardon and Byrne.
I'm taking Reardon here. I think he's going to play well this summer.
All right, we've got you both have Rocha and Kramer. JD, you've got them playing Putnam and Brez. Gary, you got them playing the Browns.
Yeah, I've got Rocha advancing here. I just think the putting of Rocha and the driving the ball of Kramer, tough matchup.
Last one here, we've got JD's got Tamayo and Lyman versus Vanderbeek and Adams.
Oh.
And got Pallets and Stevens for you playing Vanderbeek and Adams.
Listen, talk about another match that you just want to follow. You've got two people that, similar reputations. Like I'm going to roll with the gentleman. I'm going Lyman and Tamayo.
Yeah, for me, I got Palitz and Vanderbeek here, or Palitz and Stevens and Adams and Vanderbeek. That is just wow.
He's contemplating a 27 feet deep into this thing.
I'm gonna take Stevens and Palitz here. I just think that Bill Stevens, the way he drives the ball, puts the ball really well, and Palitz can just get it up and down, and he's gonna get a lot of shots. So
we've got 8 teams left here. You have not selected between Wilkerson and Gonzalez and
all right, subbing in for Audrey is Christian. All right, Christian, we've got Gary and Gonzo, Shane Gonzalez, versus Charlie Campbell and Joey York as a team. Who do you have on that? Joey York.
I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here.
Did you notice the level of no hesitation on that one? That was like zero hesitation.
Cut the tension with a knife in here, guys.
Top seed, our first top seed is down.
Loser. Down goes Frazier.
2, 4, 6, 8.
All right.
8 matches here. I guess we're in the Sweet 16. I don't know. This is the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
This is the Elite 8.
We're playing to get to the Elite 8.
Okay.
No, we are in the Elite 8.
We got 16 teams right here.
No, we don't. We have 8.
Jesus Christ, come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's 8 teams left.
8 games.
There are 8 teams left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
Those are teams.
Playing. Okay, you're right.
8 teams left of 16 people total.
I have, just for argument's sake, I have 2 because I have both your guys, so I'm seeing these as individual.
It's okay.
I'll let it slide.
It's all right.
The jury will let it slide.
Okay, first match for JD here in the Elite 8. The winner of this is going to the Final Four. We're gonna
bracket busters.
All right. JD has Charlie Campbell and Joey York playing John McCormick and Rod Strickland.
So, truth be told, I've never played Charlie Campbell.
He's tough.
I
will
understand.
say, from experience.
I've played with and against Joey. Man can play.
My drawback against Joey right now, one of the greatest guys at the club, by the way. Golden gloves.
Newborn. He's got a newborn.
He does have a newborn. He hasn't been playing a lot of golf.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Wow. Digging deep into the weeds.
And you know,
that's right. Pull up his gin app. Let's see how many rounds he's gotten in this year.
There is something about, pressure playing and all of this. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to put the pressure on myself. I'm going to take me as the upset over those two.
Okay.
Not much of an upset, I don't think.
So we've got you've got yourself, Gary, playing against Tom McNeil and Ken Daly.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against myself. I'm going to put myself through there.
That's why I love you, Gary. Like, you're a man's man.
All right, the next round we've got Brett Thomas versus Wild Trip.
This is a Brett Thomas all the way. This is a Brett Thomas all the way.
On the other side, you have Kadar and Andy Ross versus Joe Condi and Andy Eppinger.
These are also 18-hole matches now, correct?
These are gauntlet matches now. I'm going to go with the Youngbloods here of Kadar and Ross.
Wow. He's got Kadar and Ross.
Just a Packer fan.
Are you a Bears fan?
I'm a Bills fan.
You're a New Yorker, huh?
No, I lived in Massachusetts for a while, and I didn't want to be a Patriots fan.
I don't blame you. All right, we've got McKinley and Tobian. Both of you have them. You've got them playing Spiegler and me.
Yeah.
You have them playing Reardon.
Troy takes over Speaks. Sorry, Speaks. Thanks for MPCC, but she gone.
MPCC only gets you.
Yeah.
That's right.
She gone.
Thanks for a nice day. See you later.
I assume the same.
I was going to say, I've got McKinley moving on here.
All right, you both got Rocha and Kramer. JD, you've got them playing Tamayo and Lyman, and Gary, you're playing Stevens and Palace.
Yeah, I've got Rocha moving on here.
I do not have Rocha moving on.
Wow. You've got three of the
And our boys.
all the gentlemen.
Ride or die, baby. Ride or die.
All right, so let's recap.
Do we have anybody the same here other than McKinley?
McKinley's the only one.
Wow. That's good. We got some diversity in here.
We're you can call
Speaking
it
of-
the E&I club.
That's right. We got Kadar representing the colorful
Captain
crowd
D,
here.
at the club.
All right, JD's final four is himself, myself, McKinley, and Tamayo and Lyman. Gary has himself the 1 seed. He's got a sneaky 13 seed in Andy Ross and Kadar.
I think he's leaning
And
on
we've
that one.
got McKinley, Tobian, and Rocha and Kramer.
Okay.
So we've got some favorites up there. So here's where it gets down to the nitty gritty. JD, you've got yourself versus myself.
I got me, babe.
Remember, look at there.
I got me, babe. Sunny Shares, I got you. I got me, babe. I got me, babe.
Gary, you got yourself playing Andy Ross and Kadar, who have been your absolute Cinderella in your story.
Yeah, the ball ends early for those
The midnight
those
train out of Georgia.
that nice little ride they took turns back into a pumpkin
Yeah.
and sends them home. It is me.
Okay, we've got Tobian McKinley. JD, you've got to play Tamayo and Lyman. Gary, you've got to play Rocha and Kramer.
I've got Roshan Kramer moving on here.
Oh, wow.
Not a huge upset, but a slight upset.
Yeah,
I've got
I think,
McKinley.
the drawback there is McKinley can only play so well on his own. And I mean, as great as Tobian is off the tee and into the green, put a wedge in his hand around the greens. He's not the best chipper out there.
Ooh, them fighting words. It's like, remember Yosemite Sam?
I'm going with the
And
short
they're fighting
game over
hard.
Rocha against those guys.
Okay, the championship matchup we've got on JD's side is himself versus McKinley and Tobian. Gary, you've got yourself versus Rocha. And is that right, Rocha and Kramer?
That's right.
Who's your national champion, JD?
I think Troy. Troy takes us out at the knees.
Wow.
You know, it's hard to bet against.
I'm picking Shane Gonzalez to win it all.
I'll tell you this. I mean, obviously, we take a lot of, but another element of this would be if we actually really put together and like somehow get an app where you could like put it in, like everybody puts in X amount of dollars and we can pick the whole bracket.
You know who could set this up for us? Shane Gonzalez.
Shane.
For all you gambling
Gonzalez.
junkies out there,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying he might have
like
that.
on that night, you know, you do this thing, then you go, hey, all right, keep drinking for a half hour. We get this thing up, get all your brackets in right now. Everybody picks their brackets.
What's stopping us from doing that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just mean like if we had like an app of some sort, would make it.
So what's stopping
We
us
can
from
handle
doing
it.
Yeah,
Just
we can
print
do
them
it.
out and everybody buy them. Make the pro shop, you put them in the
Yeah, they have nothing to do.
Just have a point system.
Yeah.
And just like you do your March Madness brackets. So
I
then
think
if you
you're
lose
onto
the
something
first
there,
round, you can
BT.
go, well, at least I'm still in it. I can see if I can win the
And
bracket.
it gives you some skin in the game, right?
I love it. I'll tell you this. If this podcast does not get you fired up about this event, because I got to tell you, I'm fucking ecstatic about this after running this whole thing.
Yeah.
What-
We have to
what's-
do this for everything, by the way.
Yeah, what's great is that, you know, you hope that a lot of these matches are late on a Friday afternoon or just a weekday afternoon.
Yeah.
And you can be like, hey, who's playing in that match? Who made? Hopefully there's a running board
Oh,
somewhere
that would
we
be
can
great.
see.
Let's make
and
it
you're
happen.
like, dude, I want to come watch some of these matches.
Yes.
Just to have a drink in my hand and be like, oh man, what is going on? Who's gonna win this
I am
Brett Thomas
definitely
JD
watching
match?
some of your guys' matches. I'm gonna watch some of your matches. I'm gonna go watch Jeff Nandy's. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna try to get in the opponent's head. Like, hey, I would have given you that putt.
That's right. Is that good?
Yeah,
Is that
it's
good?
Come on.
Better market.
This is actually like, I've already been pumped about this, but this has made me think this could be like a really special event at this club.
I think so.
Not only this one, but it does take a lot of work to kind of put these things on. I would also like to bring back the knockout, which is just a singles event, which would be the same thing, but just singles. And it's a great way to meet people because you're playing against a lot of the matches you would have are against guys you don't know, and it's a good way for you to just meet new people at the club. So this was one of the first events I played in at the club, and for some reason it went away. So I thought about bringing this back, and here we are.
Well, I think it's a great call. Thanks for bringing it back. We're gonna wrap this and then get to other business. Got to mention some sponsors: Velvet, Panko's Pizza, Golf Envy, Catching Academy.
And we got men's club
tonight.
Scramble tonight. So we got that in a few minutes.
I'm looking forward to that. I was walking Brett through who I'm playing with tonight, and he's like, that's a random group. So I'm playing with Carl Campos, Rod Aarons, Andy Tamayo, and myself. I'm like, the value of bringing of Carl, he can hit from the forward tees, and he still hits that fairway.
One of the coolest guys at the club.
The most amazing, Cassius. You bring in Cassius, you're in a good spot. So, Gary, thanks so much for making the time. Appreciate
you guys for having me. Yeah,
awesome, bud.
Let's go. Let's get some blood flowing on this.
I love
it,
buddy pal, guys. Thanks for having me.
Very cool. Thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys out on the course. That's a wrap for this episode of Contra Costa Confidential. We hope you enjoyed the look at the stories and the strategy behind our club life. Until next time, we'll see you on the links, or we'll see you in the clubhouse.
Be sure to stay connected by subscribing to the show. You can find full episodes on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, and follow the club's Instagram feed for excerpts and highlights. And as always, keep an eye on the weekly approach for the latest news from the pro shop and beyond. And remember, what happens at Contra Costa definitely does not stay at Contra Costa.